Ty, welcome to Shrewsbury Town. How excited are you to be here?
Very excited. Just looking forward to getting started really. Not played that much football recently at Forest, so just a new fresh start for me, and hopefully I can get the ground running as soon as possible. So, yeah.
From your perspective, can you tell us a little bit about how this move came about?
Just literally, I didn't really know too much about it, to be fair. I just got a call off my agent saying that Shrewsbury is interested, and just to go down and meet the gaffer and obviously Keith Burt. And once I spoke to him, it just made perfect sense to get my head down here and just keep working hard and hopefully play and enjoy my football again.
We're at the training ground at the moment. What are your first impressions of the club?
It's lovely, nice training ground, good facilities here. So, the boys are nice, the staff, here, and the people behind the scenes at the club are really good people. So it's a perfect place to be, for me. So.
We're here just before your first training session. But you say the boys are lovely. What are your other impressions of the squad so far?
Funny group. Boys are nice though, and they're really caring, and they've looked after me, so far. So it's just good, and I'm one of the lads now. So hopefully we can fight for each other from now to the rest of the season and get good results for the fans.
Have you met any of the lads before today? Did you know anyone in the squad?
I knew Nathaniel quite well. We're in the same church group, but yeah, we're good friends off the pitch. So yeah, it'll be good to play with him, now. So
nice.
Yeah.
What has the gaffer said to you so far about the move?
Gaffer just said, come here and enjoy your football. He knows the type of player I am. He knows what I like to do. I like to get on the ball and pass the ball and be confident on it, calm. I'm not in a hurry to give the ball. I like to take my time on the ball, but I make the right decisions with the ball as well, and just be confident and believe in myself. And the gaffer's obviously trusted me, enough to say, go and do what you do best on the pitch. So yeah, really good.
Has he set you any targets for this loan, or literally just enjoy your football?
It's not about targets here, it's just about every game, taking it as it comes, and just all of us boys fighting for each other on the pitch and just being confident in our own ability, because this is a good group. I watched the Liverpool game, this is a group that can play football. So it's just about coming here and just doing what we do best, really.
You mentioned your ball playing abilities. Could you tell fans a little bit more about yourself as a player?
I'm just somebody that likes to get on the ball. I like to get the ball from deep and get off the centre backs and just try and play forward and be calm on it. And just whenever I have the space to drive forward with the ball, I try and drive forward and be brave with it. I'm not somebody that likes to play safe. I like to take risks, and hopefully can come off here. So.
You say you've not been playing too much so far this season, but you're with Forest's 23s. Could you tell us a bit about how the season has gone for you so far on the pitch?
Obviously, I come back from my loan at Plymouth, and been in and around the first team since, and it's been good. Obviously, training and the managers, changed recently, so a new manager that I had to get used to. But the gaffer and the club, they've given me a lot of faith, and I know they believe in me. But right now it's just about me obviously progressing, and hopefully next season I can go and break into the Forest starting 11. So that's what it's about, really, just coming here and doing well.
We signed you from Nottingham Forest on loan, obviously, but you started off your youth career with Brighton and Hove Albion. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I was at Brighton as a kid. I left Brighton when I was around middle year of my scholar, and then just come to Forest and just kicked on, really. Obviously went on a few loans and then broke into the first team, but not really played that much since. So yeah, Brighton was a good kicking stone for me, to really get to the position I'm in now. So yeah, I thank Brighton a lot for my development.
Nice. When you did come into Forest, was it more or less straight into the under-23s, as you say? You came partway through your scholarship?
Just went straight into the 23s group, and then from there obviously built, and then went on loan to Plymouth, and now obviously broken to the first team. But it's about obviously playing more games in the first team, and it's not quite happened yet, but I believe in my ability it will happen. I just need to go and show people what I can do here. I'll focus on here from now to obviously the end of the season, and hopefully I can get more opportunities at Forest.
Your first loan experience was about 2 years ago over in Portugal, I believe, right? Obviously, it was cut a bit short due to COVID. But with Casapia in the second tier, I believe.
Yeah.
How was that? That sounds quite exotic.
It was brilliant. It was just to get out and just play games and experience a different culture, a different environment. It was brilliant for me because it's helped me in my development and it's kicked me on. So, I thank them a lot as well for my development, and really enjoyed it.
You've mentioned Plymouth as well. That's where you spent last season. Played 44 games, only missed 5, I believe, when you were there, and you were in the squad all of the time. Can you tell me about that? That sounds like a massive improvement for your career.
Firstly, I'd like to thank Neil Dusnip and obviously the manager Ryan Lowe, who's obviously at Preston now, and Stephen Schumacher, who's obviously now the gaffer there, for actually believing in me. That was the first club that took a risk on me, really. I wasn't really a player that was known. and they obviously trusted me, gave me the game time, gave me the development, the coaching, behind the scenes when nobody's looking, when the fans aren't looking, and really taking their time and pushing me. It was a great loan for me because I really kicked on. I played so many games, as you said, and as a young player, in the first loan, sometimes it's not always, pretty, but I try my best for the club, and I'm always grateful to Plymouth fans, for understanding that it was my first loan. And sometimes that can be a bit difficult because when you're a young lad coming out of that 23s environment, going into first team football, sometimes you make odd mistakes here and there, but it's part of learning. And I always believe in my ability, and I know that I gave my best for the fans. But I just like to thank them for obviously giving me that stepping stone, as you said, because without them I wouldn't be in this position. So yeah, I owe them a lot.
One of your games that you played was at Montgomery Waters Meadow against Shrewsbury. What do you remember about that?
Tough game. We started the game well, and then towards the end of the first half, I remember we were a bit shaky, and then with the quality players that are here, they obviously took the game to us, and then got their goals, and obviously my good mate Nathaniel scored. So yeah, it was good. It was a good game, but it happens at this level. If you slip or you lose concentration for a few minutes and things aren't quite right, that's what you need, leaders and people to lead and step up and say, it's okay, don't panic, and we keep going. And obviously it was a young group last season at Plymouth, but it's all part of learning. Plymouth are now in a better position, and obviously this club is now in a good position as well. So just part and parcel of football, really.
After that loan with Plymouth, you got your Championship debut for Forest. Tell me about that.
It was a dream. Obviously, I come through the academy at Forest, and to break into the first team first of all is a hard thing at Forest because it's a massive club full of big pressures. And when you're a young lad coming from the academy, you understand what it's like. And to get that opportunity to just come off the bench and actually feel what it's like in the Championship was brilliant for me because that's where ultimately I believe my ability should be in. So. No, it's brilliant, but now I need to obviously rip it up in League One for Shrewsbury and show the fans what I'm about, and give them everything from now to the end of the season.
You have made a few other first team appearances for Forest. Can you tell me about those as well in the cups and various things?
Just a good platform for any young player, really. The cup games when the team is chopped and changed, you come into the team and that's an opportunity. You either sink or swim, really. In them games, I think obviously. Did my bit and showed the fans at Forest what I'm about. So hopefully they keep an eye out for me here while I'm at Shrewsbury for a bit, and hopefully I can show them that I belong to be back in that team. So yeah. And
then finally, you're a defensive midfielder, really great defensive qualities, and that's where the gaffer's planning to use you. It's obviously been, you can probably tell, quite a settled squad at the moment, settled starting 11. It's going to be a tough midfield to break into, but I guess that's more of a challenge that you're hungry for.
For me, nothing is a challenge. I believe in my ability, as I said. Obviously, I have to respect the lads that have come here and done well because it's an amazing group. The players are obviously top quality. I've seen Luke, I've seen obviously Sean. I've seen the group. It's a good midfield group. But for me, I just want to be my own player. I don't want to have pressure or be pigeonholed as this player or that sort of player. I'm a midfielder. I'm not a defensive midfielder. I'm not box to box. I'm just a midfielder. Wherever the gaffer puts me in the midfield, I'll do a job and I'll show him that, I'm a confident player and I like to play. So, yeah.
Great. Thank you, Tyrese.
Thank you. Cheers.